Hello, this is Assetto Corsa EVO 0.3 and it's currently in beta if you play around with Steam's beta settings, and I managed to get my wheel working, so let's try some of the new cars out and see if any of the new tracks are good as well, and if they've optimized any of the game to run better or any other quality of life features that they may have included with this game. So let's just jump straight in, and I've already got Red Bull Ring here, and we're gonna jump into the R6 Avant because that is the newest car available. Well, one of the newest cars available. There's quite a few, so this video might be quite long. So it's nice, pretty suave car. I'm going to choose the Tribute Edition now. I'm not entirely sure what that would change in the car, but let's go with it. Let's give it a go. Alright, I had to turn off automatic gears because I feel like having automatic gears is sacrilegious in a racing sim like this. And for some reason, when I've changed my controls to move left to right, it moves the camera like properly left and right, like this, which is really annoying. But good if you want to adjust your FOV in the car. So I think that's fine there. Let's stick with that. Alright, here we go. We got pit limiter, I think. But I've got to let's go now. Sick. Feels nice. All the cars in this game always feel really nice. Alright, flying lap done. Let's get our first lap sorted on the Red Bull Ring, commonly known as the A1 ring. Formula 1 is done here every year, I think. I'm not really up to date with Formula 1 at the moment. Oh, a little bit wide there, but we can push it a little bit more. I'm just gonna record the full lap and leave it in, just so people can see how the car drives. And then, yeah, I might change the chase cam halfway through as well. I might just chat a load of shit in between these sections because I don't really know what to say half the time when I record these. But you get a good look at how the cars drive. Oh, that's really wide. That's so wide. Oh my god, I'm in the gravel. That's not how you drive a car, guys. Ignore me, that was definitely not what I was going for. I'm just not following the racing line in any way, shape or form. Very wide there. I think the tyres aren't very warm, so that's probably why. And it's our final corner. Alright, I mean the lap was technically voided because I went off, so we wouldn't even count the lap I got for this. But yeah, that is the RS6 Avant. Very nice. Smooth car to drive. I wish I actually knew how to drive cars though, because I drive like pure shit. This update includes 2 BMWs. You've got the BMW M4 Sport Evo there, and the M4 GT3 Evo. But we're going to have a look at the M3 Evo first. Classic DTM style car, I imagine. Well, it wasn't a DTM, I'm a fucking idiot. And we're going to drive it around. Let's do Brands Hatch. Oh, it sounds really nice. Let's get out of the gate then. Right off the bat, you can already feel that it really wants to kick out way more than the fucking RS6 does. Oh my god. Alright, here we go, our first proper lap around Brands Hatch. I had to really lock in to get to this point and not crash, so I'm hoping not to crash here. That would be really catastrophic. The car's actually really nice to drive, I really enjoy it. These cars are always so much nicer to drive than the newer ones, but you really have to fight the steering wheel when you go around some corners. when you put too much gas on when you come around corners, you have to like overcorrect. Really nice. I love how it handles. Just gear up there. Fucking hell, I was just like staying in second gear there. I didn't even need to. Love Brands Hatch as well. Probably one of my favourite circuits just to test tracks, especially the GP circuit. Definitely didn't spend many hours on the original Assetto Corsa driving cars around normal Brands Hatch, just seeing what lap times they could get. That was fun. That was part of the fun. I usually cut this corner, but I'm just going to be a bit more careful there. Alright. I actually managed to not die. That's kind of mad. Incredible. I love this car. This is probably 8 out of 10 for me. This experience. Love driving this. Just the right amount of speed so I don't crash into a wall really quickly. Lovely stuff. The M3 gets a huge pass from me. Alright, next up we have the BMW M4 GT3 Evo. And obviously it's a GT3 car. It's going to drive very planted to the track because it has the most downforce known to man. And you probably think I'm going to drive this on with Spa, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do Fuji Speedway just to test this out. I'm going to do Spa for a certain car on the lineup, and you'll see later. Alright. Oh, sounds nice. Let's come out the pit lane here. Fuji Speedway, again, one of my other favourite circuits. Probably because of Gran Turismo 4. But I love when it gets included in games. Cool. First proper lap with the BMW M4. Having to speak really loudly because the car is generally quite loud in the cockpit. But the car drives, it's not as pliant as I thought it would be. It is a bit twitchy, but I imagine that is because of the cold tyres. But let's just see if we can do a clean lap of Fuji without crashing into a barrier. I'm hoping that they'll add some old Japanese Le Mans cars that I can rip them round Fuji Speedway. That would be incredible. But of course, we've got many more content packs to come before we get to that point. So, kudos, just keep it coming. You added some interesting cars already, and some of them are really a blast to drive. As we approach the chicane here, always eats me alive, this one. I can never do it right. Just like that, so wide. Yes, I had the racing line on as well. I actually don't know how to turn it off. Otherwise I would. Oh, they lost it there. Just be careful. Oh, okay, alright. Calm down, holy shit. It really will spin out. But I think, again, that is the cold tyres. Once you get some heat in them, this car will be really planted. Let's swab a bit. Nah, we're good. We're fine. That's the BMW M4. Let's move on to our next car. Alright, next up we have the Caterham Academy. Love a Caterham, you know, you can really rip it around a track if you try hard enough. And I imagine this will be one of those cars. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got some nice designs. We've got a bitone design here, double stripe. Got a triple stripe as well, and a free tone. I'm just going to stick with the free tone. Very nice. And we're going to drive this. Let's do Donington. Why not? Right, let's start this up. I mean, it's a Caterham. I'm not expecting a lion's roar like you'd get in a Ferrari, but I am expecting a good drive. So I just did my flying lap on this thing. And I was gonna say it was a reserved drive all the way around, but I literally spun it on the last corner. So you do still need to be careful when driving this. First corner, for example, I'm already going off. Oh my god. You do still be careful with the Caterham. Oh my god. Oh, pretend it never happened. I'm keeping it in just to show that I'm definitely not the best racing driver all the time. Of course, Donington, a track known for its UK motorsport heritage. Seen many British Touring Car Championship races on television and online on this circuit. I've already cut the corner already. Fucking hell. Again. Like the other mistake at the beginning of the race, we will not take that into consideration. I mean, it's a Caterham, you know. If you actually know how to drive, you can probably really throw this around the corners. But I'm a noob, so I'm using a wheel. I'm using like a Logitech G29, so I'm just obviously not fit for purpose. I'm very scared to drive the last car that we're highlighting in this video because it's just gonna kill me. Yeah. Last few corners here. Yeah, I mean, it's a Caterham. It's not as exciting as the BMW M3 was, but... Oh, there's a giant fly on my screen, and it scared the shit out of me, and I spun out, just because it's crawling over my screen. That's really good. I'm gonna kill that when I finish this race. So there you go, 3 off tracks, showing the car, you know. Dislike the video if you want to, because of my bad driving, but yeah, that's the Caterham Academy. Alright then, next up we have the Dallara Stradale. I've actually never seen this car before until now. It's also some sort of new car that Dallara have been working on. I know they do race cars. And we have the coupe version, the spider version, and then we have a track day version. Wow. Let's just go ahead and open cockpit like Caterham does. Let's do it with exposed carbon bodywork, that's cool. We'll stick with that. And I think for the circuit, we will do Laguna Seca. Alright, time to rev it. Ooh, it sounds angry. Let's get it out of the pits. Alright, first full lap time. It took me 5 minutes to get to this point because like the second to last corner this track kept killing me. But I'm hoping to survive it this time. Even with the easiest force feedback on planet Earth. It's just hard to correct the car when it goes into a spin. Like that, oh my god. It really wants to spin just like that. Holy fuck, let's go back on the circuit. There we go. I like to keep in the mistakes just to show that not everything is a perfect lap. People do make mistakes. Yeah. Oh, that flies back. That flies back on my screen. I don't want to punch my monitor, otherwise I will break it. So I'm going to have to catch it when I'm not recording. But it kind of chooses where it wants to land. So that's fun. But of course Laguna Seca, probably, again, another iconic circuit that Kunos added to the sim. I'm hoping for something like Watkins Glen or Mid-Ohio, like Lime Rock, to be added to the sim at some point. But who knows at this point. Right, we're coming up to the corner that is making my life miserable. It's this one here. I think I accelerate out of it when I just need to be way more careful. Okay, there we go. We came out of that one a lot easier and fully intact. The Dallara Stradale is, I mean, it's quite boring compared to the other cars. I'm not sure why the handling's so loose. Maybe it's a bug. Yeah, that was that. Alright, next up we have the Lamborghini Huracan Supertrofeo, another race car. Race car enjoyers will be definitely enjoying this update, as we have one more race car to come, which is a GT4 car. Yeah, let's jump into this and see what we can do. I think around... I thought Monza was in this game, but obviously not. Let's just do... I'm going to do Suzuka East, a quick one, just to show what the car's like. Alright. Oh, the revs are good. Sounds cool. Let's get it out of the pit. Oh, nearly fucked it already. Alright, lap testing time. Definitely way more glued to the track than the BMW was. But it's a Lamborghini, so I'm expecting literal unholy amounts of downforce driving this car. Yeah, quite easy to drive. I mean, this would be a great beginner car. Oh, as I nearly eat shit. I'm eating shit. I'm very much eating shit. Oh my god. Let's go back on track. No one saw anything. Got some grass probably on the tyres now, so it's going to handle like crap. But it's fine. Actually, Suzuka East is one of the tracks I use on Auto Booster 2, just to run laps around with all the cars. Just to see how everything drives, basically. I'm understeering so badly here. But yeah, that's the Lamborghini Huracan. A bit of a quick one, but could be beginner friendly if you're not an idiot and you know how to drive a car. Alright, we've still got a few cars to go, and this is the Mercedes-Benz 190E. Very similar to the M3 we just drove, so I'm hoping that we'll have similar driving results with that as well. So I'm really looking forward to throwing this car around the track. We'll do Kota National, fuck it. Alright, pit limit time. It's a Mercedes, sounds great. Let's get it out there. Alright, first proper lap round Kota in the Mercedes 190E. You'll be happy to know the giant fly that was plaguing my existence, I did in fact splatter it with my hand, and then I had to get a tissue to wipe it off halfway through driving this car. So that was very exciting, to say the least. But it's nice to have a bit of a more weightier steering when driving this car, just like the M3. So you can definitely, oh, well, not in that example, but you can auto-correct it when you can. Let's get back on the track. Oh my god, people in the comments are going to be like, why can't you keep the cars on the road? And the answer is, I'm really shit. I can't drive cars. But I digress. Let's complete a full lap. Kota obviously known for the Formula 1 races. They might do NASCAR and IndyCar here as well, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely up to date with NASCAR and IndyCar. But I know there is... oh, that's a fucking barrier! And I just missed it by a hair. Holy shit. Before I was rudely interrupted by this Mercedes-Benz. There's obviously a new NASCAR game coming soon by the iRacing guys. And they just announced that there's going to be an IndyCar game as well. So that'll be really interesting to play. Genuinely, on some of these cars, I'm going to blame the terrible driving on the cold tyres. Like, if you did like 5 or 6 laps, this car would probably be an absolute hoot to drive, but I can't seem to keep it on the track, or any of the cars on the track for that matter. Oh my god, like just like that. It just wanted to lose itself. That's kind of crazy. Okay. I'm not going to brake around there. Why did I brake around there? Actually, never mind, I do need to brake around there. The racing line was slightly right. I think that is our lap done on Coa. Mercedes-Benz is not as nice as the M3 to drive, but it's a nice 80s car that I've added. Be really good in multiplayer. Fair play, Kunos. Fair play. Alright, our second to last car, we've got the Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 Clubsport. And if you love your GT4 cars, well, you got one in the game now. I think there might be another GT4 car, but I'm not entirely sure what it is. But there isn't, then you're in luck. So let's drive this around. I don't know. Let's just do. We'll do the Red Bull Ray again. Why not? Revving time. Ooh, it's loud. It's ferocious. Very nice. Alright, first proper lap, and the Porsche is quite nice to drive. It's a bit like the Lamborghini. Can't really go wrong with it, can you? It's a Lamborghini. Well, it's not a Lamborghini, this is a Porsche. What am I talking about? Again, another great beginner's car if you want to learn how to drive in this game. Doesn't really kick its back end out, but it's pretty easy to handle. I've been toying with the idea of doing these flying laps, about just doing like a leaderboard lap time kind of video idea, driving all of Assetto Corsa EVO's cars and seeing where they rank on the leaderboard. Kind of similar to the Top Gear test track vibes, or even another YouTuber's ideas. Oh, gone off. The Real Meal did Hot Lap Classic in Gran Turismo 2, and I've been watching that for quite some time now. I just do it on a different game, you know. I could do Gran Turismo, but I feel like Gran Turismo has been done to death. The Assetto Corsa EVO is obviously the new kid on the block. With Project Motor Racing coming soon, it'd be great to do videos on those games. The Porsche staying steady apart from that one off I had, and the second off I'm about to have, going wide. This never happened. I think I just jumped the car there ever so slightly. But yeah, Porsche 718, standard stuff really. Alright, now finally we've got the Scuderia Ferrari F2004. It's the scariest car they added. I kind of left it to last because I wanted to drive it around Spa and really embarrass myself when driving the car. So let's do that now, shall we? Alright, revving time. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Alright. First real lap in the F1 car. And I just want to say how much of a privilege it is to drive a car like this as I lock up on the first corner. But we're not off the track, so automatically doing way better than what we've done before with the other cars. I think this car was actually in the original Assetto Corsa, so they've, I guess, ported the car over, and you can definitely do that flat out. And I was too scared to do it flat out. But what a blast it is to drive! What a car! I'm braking so early. I just don't want to die driving this. Around these corners, they have names, but I do not know what names they are because I never drive far. I have a rough idea of how to drive this circuit as I go off and bump around like an idiot. Alright, the sound is incredible. I think I could just keep driving this car and listen to the sound all day because it's just bonkers. Man. I'm hoping there's some other F1 cars that weren't included in the original Assetto Corsa as well. That would be grand. Alright, got to our final few corners, but update 0.3, it has some cool cars and some cool tracks, and eventually I'll try out multiplayer. when it comes out in full release, I'm not going to try it in the beta because I just know that'll go horribly wrong, and nearly ate shit there on the bus stop. I think that's what it's called, the bus stop, that corner. But yeah, that's the Ferrari F2004. Wow. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it, and I hope you excuse my really bad driving, but have a good one.